this?
You're wrong.
If I marry a white woman, when I die, my wealth goes to the very people who have robbed everything from my community.
That's not true.
But wasn't the wealth given by white people?
No, my wealth was earned by me.
No,
and
you
if
earned
I
it.
die today,
Honest living.
my kids benefit from
And
my
what that
busting
got to
ass.
do, Flip,
You
so
I'm just asking.
recycling the
So,
money
are
into
you
the
changing-
black community.
What you doing is holding white people to a standard you're not holding the
No,
blacks
I'm not.
to.
No,
Yes,
I'm
you
not.
fucking
No,
are.
I'm not.
You just said that. Stop.
You are white.
You
You
just-
benefit from black oppression. You inherited the estate of a deceased black male celebrity.
We disagree.
How the hell you ain't gonna do nothing for black people with that black man?
Listen to this. I don't
That's
think
not a different standard.
Look, I don't think all white people benefit from our
All white
oppression.
people
They
benefit.
have white privilege, but I don't think
that privilege is universal.
No, it is. Look,
Exactly.
what
So
I'm
they all
saying.
benefit if it's universal.
Why most of them poor?
I just told you because of capitalism.
So, which means they not
Capitalism
which
demands
we make it
poverty.
a circle. So listen.
If
what I'm-
Walmart ain't got
Listen to
poor
this.
white folks to work, Walmart never becomes a multi-billion-dollar establishment. If Amazon ain't got a whole bunch of poor white folks to work, Amazon doesn't become one of the richest corporations in the world. There is no capitalism without broke-ass white people.
True.
That is a rule.
Which means that
What?
the white quote is white privilege, but they not benefiting from white oppression. I mean, from
Why
black
are they
oppression.
not?
Because they
I
worse
just
off than
quoted
us.
you a study.
They're worse off than us.
No, they're not worse off than us.
Yes,
That's
they
the absolute
are,
lie.
man.
Listen,
Yes,
I got
they
listen,
are.
listen. I got
Joe, you are wrong.
Listen,
Most white
listen.
people in America are
Listen.
worse off than Joe fucking Button in the high 90s.
That's
bullshit.
Why? Because they got a white face?
Bullshit.
one-
Yo, y'all
And let me
sound
tell you
crazy.
where you're messing
That's
up.
a horrible
Let me
message to
tell
send.
you where you're
That is a
messing up.
horrible,
Let me
horrible.
tell you
Joe,
why
you are a
you're messing up.
multi-millionaire that lives in
Let
one of
me
the most
tell you
affluent
why you're
communities
messing
in
up.
the wealthiest state in the
And that
motherfucking
don't mean
country.
shit.
Yes,
You
it
know
does.
why?
You are wrong.
Because when the police pull Joe Button over, he's still black.
Yup.
And they can take his life justifiably and get away with it
When I-
more than they
yeah.
ever could
When I
with
go
the
in-
brokest ass white
When
boy
I go in the
in
bank,
New
I'm
Jersey.
still white.
That's a
When I
damn
go
fact.
try to buy a house,
That's
I'm
a
still
damn
white.
fact.
I'm
Yo,
still
y'all
We
black.
niggas-
go through the same
So-
racism any poor black person go through. I got
Yeah.
6 fucking degrees.
It's-
You think that stopped me from experiencing white racism?
Yo, listen, him and I and Corey have this exact debate
Right.
all the time.
Okay,
All
okay,
of the
okay,
time.
okay.
He goes to that. Joe, you make more money, you live in this, you live in it. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
but those
means
are superficial.
He's like an
absolutely
anomaly.
nothing
It doesn't speak to
when
who
I'm
controls the
traveling
power
in
in
these
this
circles.
society. Absolutely.
Shame on you. Shame on you, Mr. 6th-degree having Dr. Umar Johnson, who have a school for African Americans, Pan-African, who you say you are and claim to be. Shame on you. You are claiming and stating that the late, great Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa Bryant, is the recipient of African American funds and finances while not being black. Okay. Who are you to tell someone else what they should do with their money? No level of this conversation where you are correct or accurate. You were just loud, irate, and you really came across ignorant as hell. You came across very disingenuous, and you have no right, lane, or say-so of what someone else should be doing with their money. This woman lost her husband and her child in the same accident. And you are sitting here claiming and loudly stating what she should be doing with money that she received in the passing of her husband, but not thinking, well, she also lost her daughter in the same accident and other close friends that she and her husband and her daughter grew and gained relationships with. Yeah, you have a narrative to push, but you are very, very, very wrong on this one. Who she gives the money to that her and her husband may have discussed before his passing, although his passing was untimely and no one knew that was going to happen as it did. That is not your fucking place to be saying that. And then, you bash black men for dating outside their race or being with women outside their race. All right, that's cool. You bash women for being single moms and doing certain things that we as men together wholeheartedly would think that you shouldn't be doing. Cool. But then you flip it like Derek Jackson and then want to uplift them, and then come to find out you have children with 2 different women and you didn't marry either one of them. So what's your reason? See, it's different. It's different when you are doing it and then you're putting on this facade like you're not. You can't demonize people, but you're doing the same thing. I don't want to get far off on topic of what I really wanted to get on here and say. However, your comments and what you said about this late great basketball legend's wife is very appalling. And it's very disappointing to hear you as a motivational speaker and leader in the community that you're wanting to uplift, to tell someone what they should be doing with their finances and their funds, all because you're having a hard time getting your school funded. That attitude is not going to get your school funded. The things that you're saying is not going to get your school funded. Just because you have 6 degrees does not make you the end all be all of being more educated than someone else. Yeah, you may have the knowledge, but when you use it incorrectly, you end up being a problem in society. When I saw this interview, or this snippet of an interview, it really bothered me. Because you're talking about someone who has the money and the funds, but he can't even defend himself. So what you do, you attack his wife. How dare you? How dare you attack this man's wife? She is not a public figure. She ended up being in the light because of her husband. She wasn't doing interviews. She has not come out and spoke about anything. And you sat here and wanted to go on an interview and denigrate her and the decisions that she's making, and you have no insight on what she and her husband spoke about or those closest to her. How dare you? You are a disgrace to the black community at this point. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all later.